This is your daily market recap for Monday, February 28th, 2022. Let's go. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you.
This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for Monday, February 28th, 2022. Let's get into it. As always, start in the Discord room. If you have any questions about the video, any of the educational videos, any of the past videos, please stop by. Link is in the description below. And on that note, yeah, choppy markets. Just be aware what's going on. I keep telling people, beware over trading in this market. Know your levels, know where you want to get in, where you want to get out, and just have a plan. And if your plan is to do nothing, well, then know where you're in and where you're going to get out. And if your plan is to trade it, stick to your plans. So I have a feeling a lot of people are over trading or just not sticking to their plans, and they're in some house of pain. Bitcoin, we talked about this double bottom. We said this might reject the VAP zone. It did. Retested the lows. Nice buys. Holding up well. Got a surge in the action today. I'm assuming based on Russia being kicked out of the SWIFT payment system. That's in itself a whole nother can of worms, but at this point the Russia Ukraine stuff is here to stay. Again, the market kind of would say is, I don't know, it's indifferent to it at a certain point, but always be aware. We talked about you sell the rumor, buy the invasion. And so the invasion happened, the rumor was what it was, and markets have seemed to be popping. And again, if you watch previous videos, talk about the IWM trades and a lot of the other buys, like we are primarily long more things than short at this point. And personally, I'm not short anything other than the UVXY for just full disclosure. TLT, I've said this before, we filled the gap, and I said watch the 20-day. We gapped up over the 20-day today, so that might be a professional gap and go. At this point, I think rates are going to get lower. You have data this week, a ton of data. You have the jobs data on Friday. I would not be surprised if the data sucks, because I don't think the economy is accelerating at this point in the cycle with what's going on. If anything, higher prices are going to be curtailing consumer spending, and it's going to put businesses in a kind of a funk. Not really sure what to do. The dollar, talked about channel high, looks like it's failing. Potentially a double top here. It's really hard to get bearish until you break the 100-day, but I know that leaves a long runway to get there. But if you shorted the highs, you're good. If not, you're just leave it alone. You're middle of the in between. VIX, we talked about, every time you pop up into these levels, you should be shorting if the news is what it is. It's not something that's end of the world. Ukraine being taken over by Russia is not end of the world news. There's been tons of takeovers, tons of little global tiffs and skirmishes. This is not new. At this point, it is priced in. If it gets worse, will be China doing something with Taiwan, or you never know. Just be aware that the market probably is going to get choppy and sloppy. That's where I just trade it. Said SPY, nice bounce off the 618. Said watch the downtrend. If you want to get higher, that's where you need to go. You need to break this downtrend, probably even the 200-day to really get bullish. I'm anticipating some higher prices. I just don't know where until we see the action live. The Q, same thing. We hit the channel low, bouncing channel high. Here we come. I mean, if you look at if you look at the rest of the week, I would not be surprised if we pop and backfill some. This week could be a complete doji going into the jobs number. IWM, yeah, we were buying the low end. We bought some up here. We were trading it. Traded some today, sold it on the pop. Didn't get near the highs or anything. So just sold around 203.50. And yeah, that was about it. There wasn't, I like the action to go higher. Stay above the 20-day is key. Curl up. We're looking good. GLD. Everybody freaked out on Friday's action. I'm sorry, for Thursday. And then Friday we bought them. And I said, just be careful selling here. You're breaking the monthly downtrend. If you want to try to overtrade it, be my guest. But I like the break of the downtrend with volume on the monthly. It just means every day is not going to be up. So if you have your positions, hold strong, know your levels, and stop out. I'm personally not doing a damn thing. Silver got over the 200-day, holding tight. Nice pop and flop. I mean, it's getting pretty sloppy here, and sloppy's fine to me. Again, I don't have to overtrade this because I'm looking at the monthly. And if this was an hourly chart, I'd be looking at the compression going, oh, this is great. And like the downtrend breaks, it's going to go even higher. So silver looks good in my opinion. I just don't, I apologize that I can't tell you what day, what hour, what minute it's going to break out. GDXJ monthly, be aware, channel or pennant top coming into it. You can see we're holding high and tight at the old highs from November, it looks fine to me. I mean, every day doesn't have to be up. Keep in mind, it went from 29 to 36. Do the math there. That's a big move. Holding high and tight is fine. Consolidating, shaking the weak hands. GDXJ, same kind of thing. Get over the 100-day. Just went from 36 up to 45. Again, do the math. Big move. Hold the 100-day. Check out the monthly. Again, I'm checking out the monthly because this is why I'm not really that excited to like move quickly. If I get in the right prices on things, I'm not going to act quickly. You know, Jesse Livermore talked about this. When you have a good trade, be quick to enter potentially, but be slow to exit if you know that it's going to be a long period of time. We're not trading for 5 minutes for cookies. We're trading for the big dogs. AEM, 100, 200 month. I like it down here. I know it pulled back because of some of the information with the company. It's a real easy buy with stops. Don't overthink it. If it's wrong, you're gone. AG, we've talked about this one, buying in the 9 and 10s. We've talked about the 50-day, 20-day alert. Check it out. It's on the channel. Could have bought that on Friday. Looks good. Holding up. Again, negative for the day, but higher high, higher low. That's all you really need to look at. Don't need to necessarily look at the candle color or the price action like for the close. Same thing we passed. Talked about the 20-day. Watch it. Nice bounce. Let's get into commodities because these are where the big dogs are. Some of them are winners. We talked about breaking the trend line. We were buying down here on the monthly. I apologize. No, not apologize. I was going to show you. We're looking at the 20-month. We're now up against the upper bound on the monthly. Don't be surprised, though. We broke the trend. The volume is a little better, but it's not great. But, hey, guess what? It is what it is. Keep in mind, it has been consolidating for a long period of time. This is like a big-ass channel. So if it goes, it goes. And so far, it's broken the downtrend. Did alert on that. Again, if you're not a subscriber, keep an eye on that. VALE, what up? Nice work, boys and girls in the chat room. Talked about the 20-day and the channel low. You could have bought it on Thursday in the low 16s, mid 16s, 20-day. Boom, 1850. That is a solid return within 2 days. Golf clap. CCJ put out an alert on this. We said watch for the break of the downtrend. You got the downtrend break. You have volume. Nice work. Here comes the next downtrend around 25. Keep it on your watch list. Let's roll into the tech names, the names that I'm not as excited about. AMD, we're at the trend line, but we have decent volume. It is oversold. Keep in mind, we identified the highs up here, the head and shoulders top. Could it test this trend line? It's possible. Totally possible. Again, I'm not shorting anything, honestly. It just doesn't seem worth the risk, worth the reward. I'd like to see a bigger pop to start shorting stuff. Apple, we talked about the 200-day. Nice little popper over the 100-day. Looking good. At this point, again, what's the upside? It's probably this trend line in the 50-day. Just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Let's get into Roblox. This is one has been interesting. We talked about you could have bought it down here. This nice candle engulfed all the down action. It's just, the IPO price is 60, so it's at a discount, heavy discount. I don't know what to say. MicroStrategy, we've talked about this one a billion times. It follows Bitcoin. Action on Thursday was rather interesting. It closed back over the 20-day, and then Friday it just dojied. Well, nice continuation today is Bitcoin. I mean, it's gonna follow Bitcoin. Keep it simple. RIVN, like this one in the sense that it got over the 20-day. Long term, I need to get over this area right here around 68, probably up to the 50-day. Could it bounce pretty significantly? Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's gotten curb stomped, and oil is going higher. We'll get into that here shortly. Tesla, this one has been tricky dicky in the sense that channel low, it went beyond it. I keep telling people on the monthly, hit the 20-month, just watch out. I don't know if it's going to get back to channel highs. If I had to predict it, I would guess absolutely not, because this hasn't been a big, absolute monster move. But this is why you got to be careful shorting Tesla. You don't short it always. You take your, you kind of take your $100, $200 and you move to the sidelines. And just like you can buy it here, we talked about 700 level. Maybe it pops up to 900, 1,000. I don't know. Again, I'm not trading those stocks, but just a heads up. Just keep in mind. Just don't blanket short or buy anything. Know the levels. PENN Gaming, we talked about this candle being a little bit of bullish. Got back over the 50, 100-day, or 50 in the 20-day. So far, so good. At some point, this volume needs to get unwound back to longs. I mean, the short, like the market maker had to cover that selling day. So at some point, I do anticipate a big pop. It's just when, where, what day. Again, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't ever pretend to. UTHR, we talked about this gapping down below on the earnings. It's not so pretty, but when you zoom out on the monthly, you start seeing it's just hitting the 20-month. Might not be a bad support zone, as we can say. Again, keep in mind, this thing went from 70s up to 210, 15, whatever. That's a nice move. Consolidation is normal. People just don't understand that consolidation is normal. Sometimes it takes months, maybe even years. EXPI, nice double bottom. Shout out to Eric taking a stab at this in the 22s. We like it because, again, we're going into real estate season. This is a major support line. Just keep it really, really, really simple. If you bought it down in 22, raise your stop. I would not be surprised if it hits the 50-day. From there, who knows? It looks good. I think it's going to go higher. Let's end on the oil names because this is a big deal. Exxon and XOP. We talked about XOP having to break the trend line. It broke the trend line. It has volume. That's a good to go. That's going higher. ExxonMobil, let's see if it confirms it. It's channel high in 20-day. Keep in mind, ExxonMobil has been on absolute fire. It went from 31 up to 83 about. That's not surprised that it might take a break. I've said, I'm putting me on record, think it breaks the upper trend line and backs up. And that little blue circle is where I'd be looking to buy ExxonMobil if you want to play it. All right, well, if you appreciate these daily market recaps, live trade alerts, educational videos, please subscribe. Also, if you have questions, stop by the Discord room. We're here to help. Cheers.
Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right, and also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.